All right, let's get right into it. I want you to forget everything you think you know about productivity. We're going to tear down all those old ideas and build a completely new framework for what it means to be a high performer. And look, this isn't about working harder, not at all. It's about working right. So, let's begin.
Seriously, think about that for a second. Take a look at your calendar, your task list, all those urgent emails piling up. If you were just gone this morning, would any of it actually leave a mark? Would the world be any different by tonight? For most of us, if we're being brutally honest, the answer is a resounding no. And that quiet, that lack of real impact, that is the problem we're here to solve.
You know, we've all been sold this lie. This idea that if you just grind hard enough, if you hustle 24/7, you'll eventually find meaning and success. But it just doesn't work that way. It's like flooring the gas pedal in a supercar that's pointed directly at a brick wall. Without a true north, all that energy is just motion. It's not progress.
And that's the tough pill to swallow, isn't it? Your jam-packed schedule, your endless to-do list, it all feels so productive. But what is it really? It's a distraction. It's a very clever way to avoid asking yourself the one question that actually matters. Is any of this what I'm truly meant to be doing? It's an escape from the profound boredom your soul feels when you're chasing shallow goals.
So, let's really dig in and dismantle this idol of busyness. We're going to expose it for exactly what it is, a trap. A trap designed to keep you from doing your real work. I mean, think about it. Our society hands out awards for being busy. It's like a badge of honor. But you know what? Being busy is easy. Anyone can fill a calendar with useless appointments. The real mark of an elite performer, the thing that truly sets them apart, is being aligned, making sure every single action, every minute serves a core, undeniable purpose.
You probably think productivity is your best friend, right? Your greatest ally. But here's the twist. When you're not filtering it through the lens of alignment, it actually becomes your greatest enemy. It is the very thing keeping you stuck, spinning your wheels.
Every single time you check off a task that doesn't resonate deep down with your highest purpose, you are killing a tiny piece of the person you could have become. It's like a death by 1,000 paper cuts. You're slowly, gradually eroding your true potential in exchange for that cheap, temporary thrill of just getting something done.
So what's the alternative here? Well, it's not some vague, fluffy, spiritual idea. No, it's a weapon. It's a precise, strategic tool for achieving peak performance.
Let's be crystal clear about what we're talking about. In this context, alignment is tactical. It's the ruthless elimination of anything, and I mean anything that creates friction between what you're doing and who you fundamentally are. This isn't a yoga pose. It's a non-negotiable standard of operation.
You know, everybody is chasing that magical, elusive state of flow. But flow isn't something you just stumble upon by accident. It's the natural byproduct of alignment. When your actions, your goals, and your core self are all moving in the same direction, all that friction just disappears. And what's left? Pure, effortless, powerful output. That is flow.
Okay, so now let's get into the core philosophy here. The thing that truly separates the top 1% from literally everyone else. This is the operating system that they run their lives on.
This right here, this is the fundamental truth that the other 99% just refuse to accept. They think if they just work more hours, put in more effort, they'll eventually have a breakthrough. But you can't solve a directional problem with an engine solution. It doesn't matter how much horsepower you have if you're pointed straight at a wall.
You can do it all, you know? You can pull the all-nighters, you can hit every single metric society tells you to hit, and you can stack up millions in the bank.
And you'll still wake up one day when you're 50 years old and feel absolutely nothing inside. Because if your internal compass is broken, no amount of external reward will ever feel like enough. The numbers on your bank statement go up, but your sense of purpose stays flat at zero.
So look, this is the difference in how they operate every single day. The majority of people, they're terrified of silence. So they fill every spare moment with noise and distraction to avoid the big, scary questions. The 1%, they embrace the quiet. They don't just track KPIs. They track what you could call a sincerity score. They're constantly asking, am I doing this just because it's profitable or because I am uniquely meant to do it? They don't spend time, they invest it in their legacy.
And this is so crucial to understand. Achieving alignment isn't about finding that one big passion project to say yes to. It's about having the incredible discipline to say no to 100 other good opportunities so you can protect the single great one. It's about burning the bridges to anything that's merely good enough.
Okay, enough philosophy. Let's make this real.
Here is a simple, non-negotiable protocol I want you to execute today. Not tomorrow, today.
Now, the process is simple, but that doesn't mean it's easy. First, pull up your calendar. Go through every single thing on it. Label each one A for aligned or D for distraction. Next, find just one of those D tasks, just one, and kill it right now. Cancel it, delegate it, delete it from existence. And in that time you just reclaimed, you are going to sit in total silence for 30 minutes. No exceptions.
And when I say silence, I mean absolute silence. No phone, no productivity podcast playing in the background, no calming music, zero distractions. Just you, your thoughts, and your clear intent to recalibrate that internal compass. This is where the real work happens.
Because this whole audit, it isn't just about tidying up your schedule. It's about something so much bigger. It's about answering the highest possible call on your life.
This is what's really at stake here. Your goal isn't just to be more productive. It's to be more alive. To stop lying to yourself about what truly matters and to finally do the work you were put on this earth to do. Because that is what the world is absolutely starved for right now.
Look, it's gonna feel weird. It will be uncomfortable. You will feel a ton of internal resistance. Your brain, which has been conditioned for constant distraction, is going to scream for an escape. Acknowledge that feeling, and then do it anyway.